My girlfriend said, "I need you to uninvite your sister from our wedding. She's too ugly and will ruin the photos." I replied, "That's an interesting perspective." Then I called my sister and asked her to be my wedding photographer instead. See, my sister Emma has always been self-conscious about her appearance. She's dealt with severe acne scarring since high school, and my girlfriend Sarah knew this was a sensitive topic. Emma was so excited to be my +1 at the wedding. She'd already bought a dress and everything. When Sarah dropped that bomb over dinner at our favorite Italian place, I just nodded calmly while cutting my chicken. "You're right, the photos are important." She smiled, thinking she'd won. "Exactly. Your cousin Jessica could take her spot at the head table. She's much more photogenic and won't clash with the color scheme." "I'll handle it," I said, taking another bite. The next morning I called Emma. "Hey, I have a huge favor. Would you be willing to be our wedding photographer instead of a guest? I know you've been taking those amazing landscape shots for your Instagram." Emma was thrilled. She'd been building a photography portfolio and saw this as her big break. "Are you serious? I'd love to, but I don't have professional equipment." "Don't worry about that. I'll cover everything." I spent $3,000 on professional camera equipment rental and paid Emma a $1,500 fee up front. When I told Sarah we'd found an amazing photographer at the last minute for a steal, she was ecstatic. Thank God. I was worried we'd be stuck with that budget photographer who wanted to charge us $8,000. For 2 weeks, Sarah bragged to everyone about our talented photographer and how the photos would be magazine quality. She even made a Pinterest board of poses she wanted Emma to capture. Sarah found out the truth the day before the wedding when Emma showed up at the venue for the rehearsal with professional cameras around her neck. "What is she doing here?" Sarah hissed, pulling me aside. "She's our photographer. You said the photos were the most important part." Sarah's face went from confused to white to red. "That's not what I meant, and you know it." "I know exactly what you meant. That's why I made sure Emma will be behind the camera capturing every single moment of our special day. She'll be in the perfect position to document everything." The ceremony was actually beautiful. Emma moved gracefully around the venue, snapping candid shots during the processional. Her artistic eye caught angles and moments I never would have thought of. She was completely professional, but the real magic happened during the reception. About an hour into the party, Emma pulled me aside near the bar and showed me her camera screen. "You need to see this," she whispered. She'd captured everything, including Sarah talking to her bridesmaids by the dessert table. But it wasn't just photos. Emma had been recording video with audio. "I was filming the cake cutting when I accidentally caught this," Emma said, scrolling to a video clip. There was Sarah, clearly visible, telling her maid of honor, "Can you believe he made his ugly sister our photographer? She's so desperate for work she'll do anything. At least she's behind the camera where no one has to look at her face." Her bridesmaids were laughing. One added, "Honestly, it's probably the only way she'll ever be involved in a wedding." I felt my stomach drop. Emma's hands were shaking slightly as she held the camera. "There's more," she said quietly, showing me another clip of Sarah near the bathroom, telling her cousin how embarrassing it was that her new in-laws were so trashy they can't even afford a real photographer. During the father-daughter dance, I walked up to the DJ booth. "I need to make an announcement." The music stopped. Everyone turned to look at me with their champagne glasses raised. "I want to thank our incredible photographer Emma, who's not just talented, but also my sister who's captured the true spirit of today." I nodded to the DJ, who played the audio clips through the sound system for everyone to hear. The dance floor cleared instantly. Sarah's family looked mortified. Her grandmother actually gasped out loud. Her maid of honor started crying, but not happy tears. Emma stood near the back, still holding her camera, tears in her eyes, but smiling. Sarah tried to grab the microphone, screaming that it was taken out of context, but her own voice was still playing through the speakers, crystal clear. She ran out of the reception hall in her $4,000 wedding dress, mascara streaming down her face, with her mother chasing after her. The marriage was annulled 3 days later. Emma's photos from that day launched her professional photography career. Turns out capturing someone's true character is a valuable skill.